You know, most churches do not pay taxes on the property they own, but of course you do.
Yeah, so how'd you feel if a group with links to a house of worship were to take your home for the taxes you owe? Fox 29 Investigates is probing the actions of a local church. Here's Jeff Cole.
Forgot it's so early.
Monday night, we introduced you to Donna Maxwell. She lives in this rundown mobile home in Burlington County where she's struggling to raise 4 kids. Maxwell fell behind on her real estate taxes and never caught up. Life Center Academy, a school run by the Fountain of Life Church in Burlington, paid the taxes not to help her, but to eventually foreclose.
Well, why would you foreclose on folks and force them?
We asked Pastor David Bowdwin why.
The church hasn't taken advantage of anybody, but I'll be happy to talk to you at the church. I'm off today. I'm doing some work on my house, so thanks for stopping over.
But Donna Maxwell is not alone. Jennifer Schlier adores the Palmyra Victorian, where she's been raising 3 sons.
I'm terrified. I don't want to lose my house. I don't know if we're coming or going.
But Schlier fears it's slipping away.
I fell behind in my taxes. I've been current on everything else, and a church came in and they bought the tax sale, I guess, at the township.
Schlier owes 30 grand in back taxes.
They charged 18% interest and then fees and penalties, and when I couldn't come up with the full amount, they're trying to foreclose on the house.
But Life Center tells her, with interest, the bill has now ballooned to nearly $57,000.
So what do you think about when you think there's a chance that you could lose it?
I can't even think about it. It upsets me. It's my home for me and my children.
Court documents show both houses are being handed over to FS Properties. Susan M. Esposito, Life Center Academy's Director of Development, signed the paperwork. Here's another document Esposito signed. A 2012 plea deal with the Justice Department. Turns out the feds were investigating bid rigging at tax lien auctions across New Jersey. The government claims this conspiracy had bidders divvying up properties prior to auctions so they could charge the maximum interest rate of 18% and putting them first in line if the property owners failed to pay again. A dozen defendants have pleaded guilty. Among those was Mercer SME. Documents show the foundation of Life Center is its parent company. Esposito is its president, and it got a $15,000 fine and probation at sentencing. We knocked at her door and left a card, but got no response. We went down the street and asked Bowdwin about it.
Didn't the church have some trouble in the past involving this? Didn't the federal government move against an entity of the church?
You're asking me is public record. You're certainly willing to go and look that all up.
So it was a $15,000 fine from the feds?
No, I think you have your information wrong.
But court records show they've already paid. And there's more. The church and some of its leaders were named in a class action lawsuit. It claims Esposito and Bowdwin represented the church at auctions and charges liens would be assigned to shell corporations like Mercer. A lawyer working the civil case says they've reached verbal agreements to settle with everyone, including the Fountain of Life defendants who agreed to pay out $250,000 and offer a big discount on past liens. Again, Bowdwin told us we had it wrong.
You have your information wrong.
Well, what about there was $250,000 civil claim
wrong.
as well? I'm going to call you and you're going to meet with me, right? Dave?
Before he slipped inside, we asked about the liens.
But Dave, do you guys buy tax liens and foreclose on people?
No, we don't buy tax liens anymore.
Well, do entities connected with the church do it?
Nope.
That may be true. But FS Properties, which is taking Schlier and Maxwell's homes, has taken dozens of properties since 2013.
First, it's...
Both moms claim they tried to pay what they could of the taxes, but couldn't clear them. And they say the church wouldn't work with them.
If you're throwing 20 bucks,
money expert Dan Riccato heads the finance committee at his church, where buying tax liens is not allowed. It requires investment policy to be spelled out.
And I want to be comfortable that the church's resources, our money as a congregation, is being used in a way that I think supports our overall mission, which presumably is to serve the communities, to serve God.
This churchgoer says Fountain of Life has now dumped the tax lien business.
They're foreclosing on people, kicking them out of their homes.
That's part of it, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But aren't people bothered by that?
Huh?
Aren't parishioners bothered by the idea that folks would be foreclosed on and kicked out of their homes?
Yeah, that is what the church didn't got out of it.
Even if they're no longer buying tax liens, it's not helping the women we spoke to.
Which I didn't know at church. I thought churches were there to help you, not to prey on people's misfortune and take your home.
While Maxwell claims the church was nice enough to give her food last year, it was not so kind when she asked to rent, just to stay in her former home.
And they said to you?
No.
No?
I owe too much money.
Well, why? They're a church. Don't they want to help you?
I guess
You don't
not.
think they want to help you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Executive Pastor Baldwin told us to call Fountain of Life and set up an appointment. We tried but never heard from him. A New Jersey leader of the church's parent group, the Assemblies of God, says changes have been made. There's new leadership, including an interim lead pastor and chief financial officer at Fountain of Life. And an audit is underway to determine if funds were mishandled. The Assemblies of God adds it encourages compassion for those in financial hardship. Jeff Cole, Fox 29 News.
Wouldn't a little compassion be helpful for those two women right about now?